Either you're looking to get an whooping or you're looking to get fired. What? Where the is my ice? This is why I don't come to these Popeyes. People like you just orders left and right. This is why I don't go to McDonald's anywhere. This girl was dating the #2 hoodest in the world. Like, I knew whenever this guy was near the store just from his aura. And I knew he was really like that when he would show up to our work and tell the managers to let Jane off early just so this girl, no, this woman was a 10 out of 10. Not an 8, not a 9, not a 9.5. If I can set this place on fire, I would. If every Popeyes disappeared, I wouldn't care because it is and forever always will be Popeyes till I die. So as some of y'all know, I worked at Popeyes for a grueling, traumatic, life-changing 3 weeks before I got fired. But rarely do we want to call it getting fired though, because technically I did walk out before they did fire me, technically. But last video I talked about the customers, but what I didn't tell y'all were these savage, heartless, sinister people that were my coworkers. And this store was in the middle of the hood. So all my coworkers were very interestingly scary. Like, I never knew when my life was in danger. So the first person I worked with was Mr. Carl. And around the time I was getting hired, he was getting promoted to manager. And when that manager badge touched that old man's chest, he completely turned into a whole new person. Like before, when we would mess up, he'd be like, "Hey, P, you forgot to organize the bills." My fault, Mr. Carl. I just been like tired. My fault. It is no problem. We all make mistakes. As soon as he got that manager's badge, whole different person. I would mess up and he would be like, "Hey, dumbass. What? Are you talking to me? What? Yes, I'm talking to your EBT user. I told you last time you mixed the bills, I promise you, next time you do this, I'm firing you on the spot." Like a complete 180. This nigga's bipolarness needs to be studied. He'd even start dumping his work on us. And then he'd say, "I need you to do my work because I have important manager stuff to deal with." Bullshit. When you become a manager at Popeyes, nothing changes, nigga. You go from being a bum to a bum with extra 50 cents in your paycheck. You're still gonna clean the disgusting abomination called a restroom. You're still gonna mop the floors. You're still gonna get burned by the greaser every time you try to make chicken like the rest of us. Now, I know someone out there saying, "Yo, Paradise, if the job was so bad, why didn't you just quit early?" Well, cause my nigga TJ. This was the only sane person at that Popeyes. We both took extra long breaks. We both stole extra food. And when the store was empty, we blast music on the speakers. Until Mr. Carl took the speaker from me. But TJ really made that job worth it. He even gave me rides to work, which saved me from riding the public transportation, or even worse, walking through the forest of hood niggas. He also used to show up to work not even in the same solar system as this, which made it even funnier. My other manager, who we'll call Mr. K, the same person who interviewed me to get the job, is by far, without a doubt, the most serious person I have ever met in my life. Wherever he goes, he just sucks the fun out of the air with his seriousness. He never smiled, he never laughed, he never talked, and if you ask him a question, he is guaranteed gonna reply to you with one word. "Mr. C." "Yes. So I just broke up with my girl." "Right. And it's really affecting me, you know?" "Right. And my car broke down, man." "Right. And then my house got hit with a meteor." "Right. So you think like maybe I can get a day off?" "No." I remember one time I was working the closing shift, and by the time it was time for everyone to go home, I checked the bus app and there was no available buses. And I sure as hell was not gonna go through the valley of hood niggas to get home, so I asked Mr. C for a ride home. 100% should have just took the risk, because this was, without a doubt, one of the most awkwardest rides I've ever rode in my life. Like, you know when you know somebody, but you don't know them like that, but you know them, so you feel like you're obligated to try at least at a conversation? But when I turned to ask him how the weather was, the expression on his face said, "Don't you even try to fucking talk to me right now." I don't even know what I did wrong, but I just sat down and hummed to the music that wasn't even there because this guy didn't want to turn on his radio. So we just sat there in the dark void of the car until we got home. Now, I know I said TJ made this job worth working there, but there was one more person in that job that absolutely 100% made it worth working there 100%. Where was I going with this? Jane. This girl, no, this woman was a 10 out of 10. Not an 8, not a 9, not a 9.5, a 10. Never in my life did I know someone can make a Popeyes uniform look that good. And now this is the part where other YouTubers would be like, "And then I talked to her and then we got married 2 days later." But no, I said no more than 10 words to this woman. But I have a good reason. I have a very good reason. I have two valid reasons. Reason number 1, she was 25 years old. And if y'all don't know, I am 19 years old. So realistically, no chance. And I can't even lie because I am cursed with a baby face. And then reason number 2, this girl was dating dating the #2 hoodest nigga in the world. Like, I knew whenever this guy was near the store just from his aura. And I knew he was really like that, and he would show up to our work and tell the managers to let Jane off early just so him and her can go hang out. And these managers didn't say shit. Like, you know how much of a hood nigga you have to be for Mr. Carl and his super badge to not say anything to you? Now imagine him walking to the store and seeing me talk to his girl. This guy will 100% make me disappear. No clues, no evidence, no sign of struggle, just poof and I'm gone. The one weird thing about Jane and her boyfriend was Jane would always talk about how rich her boyfriend was, how nice his car was, and the first thing I would think is, why are you working at Popeye's alongside my broke ass? Like, Jane, if that was me, I wouldn't have you working out here. I have you in my imaginary penthouse. Like, I know you still have my number in the group chat. Just call me if you see this video. And then how come when I finally saw her boyfriend, he looked like he just came back from war? There was nothing but dirt on his face and on his shirt. Like, Jane, this is how you want to be represented? And I'm pretty sure some of y'all caught how I said Jane's boyfriend was the #2 most dangerous guy I've ever met. That is cause the next coworker I'm gonna tell you about is quite literally the king of hood niggas. Even customers were scared to talk to this guy. Their order can be completely wrong and they'd be too scared to speak up. Here's your order. Sir, I ordered a milkshake. Yup. And this is a mayo sandwich. Yup. I will not stand for this. Let me speak to your— Hey bro, watch your next couple words. I wouldn't stand for nothing less than this mayo sandwich. Who wants a milkshake? Not me. Alright, have a good day. Let someone like me try that with a customer, I guarantee you they will slap that mayo sandwich across my face. And here's your order. Sir? Yes sir, what seems to be the problem? Well, either you're looking to get an whooping or you're looking to get fired. What? Where the is my ice? This is why I don't come to these Popeyes. People like you just orders left and right. This is why I don't go to McDonald's anywhere. I should just be eating salad. I am currently getting yelled at by a middle-aged man over ice in his cup. This is really what my life led up to. Let me speak to your manager. You are not worthy to wear the Popeyes uniform. But this guy had grown men afraid to tell them their order. And he was younger than me. And even though he looked like he just finished serving 17 years with no bond, no parole, and no visitation, he was still pretty cool. But I knew I had to keep space from him. Like, I remember one time he offered to give me a ride and I just straight up lied and told him I already had an Uber on the way. And honestly, I couldn't tell you why I did this. Like, I was probably scared he had ops or angry customers looking for revenge. So after working my eventful 3 weeks at Popeyes, I finally learned that Popeyes does get old. Like, I used to love their food. I'd religiously down chicken sandwiches without care. Now, if I smell Popeyes, I get sick. So obviously, that means I'm right to say Popeyes. Thank y'all for watching my videos. As you can see, we're getting very consistent. Keep expecting consistency throughout the summer because it is an odyssey summer. The goal, honestly, this year is to just keep posting consistent, good quality that y'all love. And thank y'all so much for showing me a lot of support on my just last videos because I know how consistent I've been. I know how that affects other people. Just to see that y'all are still sticking with me. I really love that. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to share the video with friends because you have amazing taste. I'll catch you on the next one.